And we are streaming once again. So, we're doing Doki Doki side stories. We're getting the side stories done. I haven't streamed in like a week-ish. Yes, since 10 days ago I've been streamed. And I uploaded the video 3 days ago. That was your content. But here I am doing the stream. I was bored.
Oh my god, guys.
Oh my god, guys.
Oh my god, guys. He
My god.
touches me.
Okay.
He touches me.
But my bubba girl, she's swimming, so, you know, elbows will imagine swimming.
What?
Kind of cringe. Especially swimming like 2 days in a row. That's kind of lame. Oh,
Being alive more
we have
than 2
pictures.
days. Like, couldn't be me.
Okay. What did we unlock? Because we did unlock something, apparently. Oh, that. Oh, we reviewed the file. Forgot Monica was deleted. Okay, sad stories. Here we go. We're gonna do Trust 1 and 2. And then, yeah, there were 6 stories. We need 4 more. Then we're gonna do Understanding. So I didn't actually view these in my main save. I skipped over them because I didn't want to listen. Okay. So we're viewing all the scenes, I guess. But we are seeing like stuff we haven't seen, like new screenshots
Oh, why are you?
from a different angle. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ugh. I missed a big club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is only a member of the Literature Club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances up at her flyers. Headline is, do you like literature? Maybe nobody's into literature enough to pick up their club, pick it over their other club interests. I just can't rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on the desk, deep in thought. First she realized that the recent nights of staying up late started to catch up to her. So it's so quiet and the noise of the air conditioning is soothing. What? Oh, you can see the Natsuki chair. Hello? God save we. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. And is this the napping club? No, this is the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay, I thought I got it wrong for a second. I'm super sorry. It was like so unapproachable of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. How? Did I miss the club meeting? Where's everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really, just you? But we're getting more members and working really hard on it. Hold a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Siri. Okay, Siri. I've been trying really, really hard at this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. This music is really loud. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would be a terrible vice president.
Imagine no viewers.
I mean, I'm sure that Monica
0?
tries to say something reassuring, but it's different when she still doesn't know much about Siri. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. you still be interested in joining after I find more members at least? Well, now. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing. You should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. It's nothing else, I'm good at least. Haha, honestly, how could I possibly say no then?
One viewer.
Yes, Paul, the music goes hard. Honestly, how could I possibly say no to lie? It's really sweet of you, Siri. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica, that's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. I think I need to put more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Haha. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Siri suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug and let's go. Some people can really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Siri whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me my best. Hahaha. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Siri is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she's finally found another club member, but well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to think really hard tonight about how I can meet more people.
Think hard on you?
Yeah, me too.
Shut up!
No.
No one cares about your stream.
Okay, I don't care, Daniel. A day passes and then time comes for the Literature Club, Monica and Siri to convince. Or reconvene. No. As president... Oh, okay, game updated. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room. She finds herself waiting longer than expected for Siri. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Siri changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. I'm getting kind of worried. Slowly, Siri comes bounding through the door. For real. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. I'm sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And Siri spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet on Monica's desk. And what's this? Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. You can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. You can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Siri? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper right on the other side as it lists ideas for recruiting the new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now, do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I never read anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I read it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with people I want myself to be, or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. Haha, I guess you're not wrong there. You need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club as doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like, sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like, you have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive version of a club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it's by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else reads it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain storms so hard. It's like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Ah, Siri, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have a chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into a club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyer? I'm like kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kind of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody would do that. That would be mean. You know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't show it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't get it. Like, going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And then we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem is that it's like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're reading for fun? Well, we could ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I don't think about that part, I'm sorry. You don't apologize. You're kind of with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I definitely start doing that. I'm useful. Haha, never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people then handing them out? I don't want to be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. If you told them of the club activities and stuff, what club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, sorry, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Haha. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was thinking of a friend of mine. Oh my god, guys. She's talking about us. Like Giga Chad. Absolute alpha. Okay, what if I was like... What if I said that we, like, do group reading and discuss it together? I'd probably not do that. That's too scary. But that doesn't sound fun to most people anyway. You need to catch their interest, you know? Ugh, this sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica? Stream already has 4 likes. Absolutely ballin' over here. I'm a baller. I ball. That's all I do. Don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sari? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing a normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like, intimate. Yeah, how do we get that across to people? You could, like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed, but weren't... never mind. Did you want to go get your stuff on? Okay. When you say substream, you're only really talking to me and Paul. What's up? What's up, Darkman Squad? Well, I'll wait here for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sari dashes out the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on the sheet of paper. Express yourselves. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write your way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Okay. Okay, Monica. Thanks. You startled me. Sorry. But it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? That's her in Recruiter. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing her homework? I could just tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. When the two depart from the classroom, with Sari leading the way. This way. You don't have to run. Sari leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. The whole world is watching you, Ben. Oh. Thanks, Paul. I feel normal. See in here? Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. My gosh, I'm so embarrassed. What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book, so I just kind of left the flyer on her desk and walked out. Hahaha. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head into the classroom, club room, Sari feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. I'm like the second to last guy who should be commentating right now. Upon returning, Monica and Sari resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sari's list and with Monica coming up with their ideas of her own, the two end up in a better spot than when they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Monica appears at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting down earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was thinking to myself. Join the little club right the way into your heart. That's so cute. Haha, I thought it was over dramatic. But Monica's prompt paper. Sari pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but do you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it, but it feels like only we have a shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that vision. What's the vision? It's Monica pauses it to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sari taps her fingers against the sheet of paper, right in the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself the best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sari's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind of you are. We are really going to make this the best club ever. Yeah, let's see, look where that turned out. Look where that turned out. Sari nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement in the afternoon is sunlight trickling the way in and out of the moving clouds. Sari breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. Hahaha. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. Look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sari beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I still need a few minutes still. Oh, I can't wait. That's alright. I just wanted some alone time. In that case, Sari waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sari spins her way out of the classroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sari, but she decided it was something she needed right now. A club is what I need the most. I don't get it. I just want to start a club with more passion, something I could use a lot of help to lead people to happiness. Ledger is lead on that because it's the window of the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sari leave this behind? Hope it doesn't get her homework in it. Worriedly, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Oh my god, more reading. Okay. Peace at mind. Becoming... I already messed up. I already messed up the simplest sentence. Become the flower. I feel near joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so perfect. It's so pretty in my hair. Every day, I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. I find my peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for the joy. I need more joy, I need more happy. Calm down, Jesus. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're gonna die and you do. Okay, calm down, jeez. What am I looking at? Yeah. Yeah, like these side stories don't really make sense, but like this is like what would have like led up if no one died. Like this is how it started. But wasn't like Monica kind of aware like the whole time? What the wait, Sari? I didn't read a part, but this doesn't really make sense. Like it doesn't like kind of go well or together with like the horror aspect. Over over for the part one. Oh, we got pictures, cause okay, we got Monica and Sari. Okay, we got them. What else do we got? Okay, we got poems. Acquire all of Sari's other poems. There once was a ladybug. It was so small, it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It's very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. So the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere, but I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs, like this ladybug, the one who clings to a like a doof to your sleeve because you know it knows you won't squish it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense if it just being a different type of story. Yeah, that makes sense. I still don't know. That makes sense. I don't know what that means at all, but whatever. I guess Monica's final message. What is this? Oh. Oh, I got all of Monica's poems. I never read this. Okay. An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The convulsions make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dread tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper almost as though you were holding it, my hand which wrote it. Their emotions stir together and our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. I don't know what that means, but I guess she feels like a robot. Quote unquote robot. Okay, we still need. Yeah, we need Natsuki's. I think we got most of them. Yeah, we got at least two. We're almost kind of done with poems. CGs are something we won't have. And secrets. I don't know how to get most of the secrets. Backgrounds. That's easy. Sketches. Getting sketches is hard. You have to like do like little tiny stuff in the game and you'll get that. And promos. That's hard. I know I got the Monica Valentine's Day one. I forgot how I got that though. Then we got music. Okay, go back to the... Okay, part 2. Now the day passes in a flash and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake guilt and anxiety from reading Sari's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of the attention? Sari's going through all these kind of feelings and letting her comfort me instead of the other way. So it's like Sari like depressed. Cause she only was like she always sad. Cause I know Monica like amplified like feelings. So I guess like she was always sad somehow. What kind of president does that? Okay. This song, bro. This whole time I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sari entered the club with a usual smile. Upon seeing the downcast Monica's smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I mean, it's all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need most, right? But the problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sari responds quietly. What are you talking about? As she says, her face darkens. Although the silence, Sari mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares vaguely ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sari nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here as much as you're here with for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. This wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, were so happy yesterday. You don't need this all of a sudden. I don't want it to be. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Like messages her forehead, struggling with the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sarah isn't ready to share certain things, but it's unfair as for Monica to pry. It's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. Now, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so we can move on. But, can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So, I just want you to promise that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Yeah, okay, Monica. Sari smiles gently. I promise, if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sari's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood of the club room is lifted. With what's behind them, it's time to proceed with club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I needed more motivation. Some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kind of write down your feelings to see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. I'm not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And you can turn those feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to another. It's more of a college where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get struck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds I forget what's really actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper starting on. Stop being a fractionalist, you idiot. Haha, I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out you idiot after she writes it down. No, keep it. What, why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Shut up, Paul. College. It's like collage or something. It's something stupid. Be as dramatic as you want. Haha, but I was just, well, yeah, understand this. Underneath the scribble, Monica writes, you idiot, and stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. Kind of funny how I wrote down when what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did the exact thing anyways. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Well, me, I mean. You, of course. Monica continues to exercise, shutting down her thoughts, and surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. After a while, sorry guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all her random thoughts. Phew. Monica looks down her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's kind of liberating. I gotta tell you how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I like to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sari beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sari proceed on with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more efficient in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. What? This is the most random thing ever. Ah, yes, you think of something nice and cute. Suicidal thoughts and self-hate. Okay, Sari. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one in the club room, with her printout in the revised literature club. Hello, Republic of... I don't know what that word is, but I'm not gonna butcher it. I like DDLC too. Of course. Dubs. With her, the printout of the revised literature club flyer completes with all the new ideas Monica and Sari come up with. If only this was the flyer we gave that reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one, but the new one catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say this one writes down from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is the one you can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully Monica and Sari had thought that would be enough to gain some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight of Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. The debate club was always about a rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica is so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls a sheet out of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny bit of a bolt of ink collects on the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does, the black ink smears on the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh. Out of spite, first Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica, just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Okay. Oh, calm down, Jamal. Just calm down, man. I raise up my hands in self-defense. Why is it now loudly? Before it was like quiet. Okay. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sari approach her desk and stops for a second, probably reading on the piece of paper. Then she sits down on the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. What? What? Me too. What are you watching at? You too? The new fly looks so good. You've been working so hard, really hard, on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Monica takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sherry gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sherry and reads it. Sometimes I just... Okay. Now, so, Sari was always depressed. You can kind of confirm that now. She was always depressed somehow. She was always sad. Then Monica just got those feelings and amplified them really, really, really high. To the point where she'd go, bleh, bleh. She gets 200 pumped by a rope. Sari, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sari takes a deep breath while trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I never told anyone before. Even now my head is a little like screaming at me to stop. But you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because I promised yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the Lizard Club. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sari must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Whereas Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push that Sari needed. Sari's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioning. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry about too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kind of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. Yeah. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, when I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sari pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sari pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I keep feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could stay in it with confidence that our relationship, our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only two people and already means so much to me. Like it feels a timely sensation in her, feeling a connection of Sari emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sari. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. If there's nothing else, can I at least offer you a hug energy? If you like. That's a fire CG. Or like special scene. Modestly and without a smile, Sari rests her forehead on Monica's shoulders. You know, there's not really a height difference. Like, Monica's maybe like an inch taller. And there's a hole in the curtain. that's annoying to look at. Though their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sari's head. Their hair looks like exactly the same in this. Like, there's only a slightly color difference from Sari. Now imagine having someone's eyes like really like green as like Monica's. Like that would look creepy. Monica realizes that out of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you, I promise. Sari begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, is trying to hard so she can start speaking to say things that she never wants to dare say aloud. Finally, she speaks in choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone should be better off with me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls on her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything and it just feels like everyone has to put up with me and I hate it, I hate it. The more Sari speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, like falling victim to overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts, I want them gone away, and now I'm making you put with me and I just want to die. As soon as Sari loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants what Sari needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as a soft, gentle. This isn't putting left with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows Sari said herself that the thoughts Sari experiences were the ones that didn't belong, and Monica can't magically make them go away. Most she can do is help Sari battle them like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't be the same without you. I really, really mean that. You're coming here with the best thing that could have ever happened. If we got any memories, I still would be happy, and that's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you brought us happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sari doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. Just kiss or something, Jesus. I roll my eyes. The two share their embrace for a while, Monica letting Sari take as much time as she needs. Once she breathes settings and snuffles fully cease, Monica lifts her head up and wipes her eyes. My Sari. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that other things are the way they usually are. If that makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry for bringing this up, Wilson, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sari nods. It's scary, since it's already hard to tell people. Yeah, well, of course you'll always do your choice, but if you're looking to find the courage to do it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sari suddenly yawns and stretches. Well, that made me tired and hungry. Haha. Well, I don't want you to do any work today if you're not for it. No, I want to. I mean, because that's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. Monica smiles, but I want you to get a snack first. All of a sudden, suddenly a door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The stern opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. The face that seems familiar. Oh my god, Yuki. Guys, my least favorite club member is gonna... Why does it have to be Sarah? Why does it have to be Yuri first? Like, it could have been anyone else. I would have gladly, done Yuri last and just completely ignored her part, because I don't care. Like, I could have lived my life without doing the Yuri, the Yurki side story. And I would have been completely fine and happy. Okay, we got one. A scene from the side story. Yeah, we got one. Yeah, we only got one. We got all the Sari ones. I think so. I don't know. I still have 3 backgrounds to get. I think one of them is MC's bedroom when we're with Yuri. What's up? And sketches, we don't have any of those yet. Okay, music, we got new music. Hug energy. Oh my god, I can't get this stupid twinkle effect. It just sounds so bad. It clenches my hand. I just clench in my hand. Like, it sounds like something you hear from Roblox. This is all the official soundtrack. Like, every one of these songs are like 2 minutes to 4 minutes long. What's mice on your note? Oh. This is like the plus songs. Okay. Yeah. I just hate the twinkle effect that plays. It's like an ick. Like, it just feels like something you hear in like an off-brand Roblox high school game. Like the music like cuts and starts again. Oh, I'm doing alright. Living my life. It's almost September. Tomorrow's September, I think. And you know what that means? 1 month closer to Halloween in October. Once it's October, that's when, like, where I live, Florida, just becomes nice. Yes, it's nice out. It's not as brutally hot. Halloween's still hot as crap, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Okay. Then Christmas.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the lure? What
Okay.
are you doing? Did you beat the game?
No, I didn't. What do you mean beat the game? I already beat the game.
Wait, when?
My last stream. I'm doing the side stories.
I didn't watch that stream.
I don't
because
care.
you're not popular
I don't
enough.
care. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sari to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. The face seems familiar. Oh, God. I don't like her. Sari's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her, it's the girl. It's true, the girl standing at the door is none other than the girl Sari had come across waiting alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Sabop. Are you here for the litter club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is a litter club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sari continues to fail containing her segment. It's happening, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Mama Monica and this is Sari. We run the litter club, even though it's just us far, but what's your name by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be enough. Good enough. Ha, everyone is welcome here. You don't need to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sari, and this is Monica. Sari,
Sonic nuts?
Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books?
How you fantasy these nuts
Yuri
in
looks
your
at
mouth?
Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and just Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Now, as much as I don't like Yuri, I think that would have been cute to look at. You can borrow my book, 'cause I wouldn't mind. You're really in an incredible experience. Monica stammers, completely caught off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Yuri, silently asking Sari for silently harassed. I'd love to. Sounds like you're really into them. It must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back, but I'll go get them for you. You probably only need me one for now. Sari nervously says that, noting to herself that considerate heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on the book. I completely butchered that sentence. We don't talk about that. True, okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the classroom in a flash, leaving Monica and Sari silently exchanging glances. Gosh, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have to, no experience with fantasy, except for maybe the stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably, extra compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'd be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but if this is our only interest, doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? You have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I really got anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Haha, what the heck? It's kind of scary how you point things out like that, Sari. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You're probably really great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you should take a break from helping me with administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do. Besides, Sari lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps a finger against a dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right after the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. Well, she didn't return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way over to Sari and sets the book down on her desk. This is Sari for the book Yuri bought for her, which is equal in size already to one on Yuri's desk. Well, there's probably a few things you should know about before getting started on it. There are some things that you can explain in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sari nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, like, if we're going to be reading together, I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sari while Yuri isn't. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book and glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide to want to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea what someone started a literature club, and that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. Oh, I found that out because she glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put a flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she takes her head at herself. I was so stupid, I got too nervous I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days to come here because I was afraid that I'd Monica to layer on how inconsiderate I was. I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that's totally my fault. I felt so bad after interrupting that I just kind of walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things in the worst case scenario. I'm adding my own words because that's what makes sense. Because I'm not Yuri and I'm not going to perfect. So like a scholar from like Harvard. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. She says there being too many people. Not that I mind it as much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. It's such a amazing that's just a turn. That we came out at the right time. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm so glad of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege to share my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the Literature Club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, like anything, even it's not literature. Wow. There's things you would think are dumb. Sari pauses with a look and concern. How about I tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me something you're into? I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cars or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put them off until last minute. I don't speak normally. So yeah, that's something kind of silly I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much, it's just that you're surprised at how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So if there's stuff that I'm doing, alright? Sure does. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I'm not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or the park, just places where you can walk and sit and not have people come around. It's peaceful. It's nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters, and I left my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekdays, weekends, whenever I feel like I need to. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continuing the conversation led primarily by Sari, but with Monica chiming in every once in a while. Monica had intended to leave it to Sari and focus on her own, but she found it difficult not to join. But before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to starting on the book next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sari beams. Yuri collects her thoughts, themes. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sari and Monica with a smile. Bye. As Yuri exits, Sari enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sarah and Monica are left in the club room. Sarah, you're a lifesaver. And I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. It was really nice when I could put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'd have a great time here with you, engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? Kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems that everyone had their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Jesus. Okay, almost an hour of streaming already. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sari in the club room. It's club time again. Aka went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sari tilts her head, unsure exactly what Yuri's talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overexcited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so. Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In respect, it's rather obvious that nobody is truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. Freddie decided I'll join the club so you don't have to try so hard and entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun we could do reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That'd be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sari pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is right on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sari reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook under hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or something. Or just taking notes. Notes? I mean, yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly, I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sari's joke flew completely over Yuri's head, but think about it, she decides it's probably the best it did. Who takes notes in a book? That's like really depressing. It takes the quote-unquote tiny little sliver of fun out of reading and just smashes it in a grinder. Makes it really boring.
Ben, I made a car and built a boat.
Well, I'm not used to having company to this, so I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I trust you, you're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss that compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off smart, especially you. No. Sari rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their plan of club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sari through the basics of fantasy world place in. The more that she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sari seems to have. But despite Yuri's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through in the way it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. It'll become with this stuff. It's like the exact opposite of what kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? I like poetry and that stuff. The things I write are like putting down the feelings and they come to my head, you know. Things I write are just like putting down the feelings of them, you know. This is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's random works, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Aha. Yuri giggles, filling Sari's heart with happiness when she realizes the first time she heard Yuri's laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, do you think we can start reading now if you're ready? Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, it's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Yuri jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sari flips through her first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two begin to read, but the silence only lasts for a moment when Sari speaks it again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. So it's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sari turns the page. Are those footnotes? A lot of dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to understand. To continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sari's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed. Sari easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right there. Talk about the past. Those paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnas is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sari rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sari asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes and she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction of questioning comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather than her feelings that she'll become across as stupid. This is really boring. If you have to like... So how do you not know what vindicated means? Sari, you're kind of goofy. At last, Sari reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sari takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gone through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sari tries to find words. I'm doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. And it takes me so long to read a book and understand me. It feels awfully dumb. But I really like how you get into it. Makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly growlers things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow, but I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sari is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still mess it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Trying to kill Sari stares blankly at her desk spread with notes. Book 6 next to him. Right. She wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left this book here, right? She just forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really just because she thought I was enjoying our time together? Maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together, because I'm not good enough. I'm probably let down so much that I'm having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better than for her. Okay. Is it over? Oh, thank God, bro. Thank God. Okay. After this side story, I might end the stream because it's been an hour. And I don't have any of the other ones locked. And I have to, like, go through a lot. That's the only thing we got. Yeah. Got music. Oh, because there's 6. Yeah. 6. So there's one for Sarah. Those two. Then there's gonna be for Natsuki. Then one for like Natsuki and Yuri. For Sari. And this Monica and I don't know. Understanding part 2. For the first time, Sarah is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety curses through her relentlessness. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting on a desk, she stands to her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sarah continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation for Yuri's arrival. A minute passed and nobody entered the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why do I offer to help those other students after work? Such a pushover sometimes. I'm gonna leave such a bad impression on my new club players like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner approaching the club room. As she does so, Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Gosh, I'm super late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. He races inside the club room through the window and looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Not me? With club publicity and stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she's so eager to spend time with Sarah before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks through the club room herself to see Sarah sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I hope for you to tag on. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic she realizes that she could be so confident avoidant after having been in the club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to some copies of this new flower, then go around the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. Oh, okay. The two walk in silence. Without Sarah, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Jeez. Speak, peasants. Monica tenses up at this stinted conversation. How the heck does Sari do it? Asked her. I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sari told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. I really started to feel more like a legit club now. Yeah. Kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you're into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's cool that you're able to get Sarah into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy for that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it on her. Yuri fawns silently again as she started her thoughts waiting for how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. It's just... I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence when Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I don't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. It's important for me to that. Then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's an issue with me. I feel so wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of club members, right? We're going to have all these kind of people join the club, hopefully anyway, and learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come with a club activities that everyone can be happy with. Everyone can be happy with, not just only some people, of course. I need to be looking out for everyone, otherwise what kind of a club would it be? I see. Yuri looks more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a problematic approach was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've said that about myself. I just don't know how to connect to other people. How is it easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about arbitrary topic? I could talk for hours about the things I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. If for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sari falls into that third category. She what? Hold on. Saying that Suri is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't kind with my interest, then tell me. We can. I can accept that and move on. Suri is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I push onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through the kind of discomfort just because everyone they pity some weirdo doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feelings. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped in a short hallway. Praetoria's Praetori. Whatever. The conversation over the original task. I know the word, but I don't know how to say it. I forgot. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks at him with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I never said that so in his face. It's pathetic. Sari is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm so sure that's what she's trying to do. So if you're not able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has only one person trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound. No. I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her third thought. It's something that Sari would be able to say better. Sari is someone who can give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile, but Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sari to be even more assertive in her kindness. Further exacerbating I don't even know what it means. The matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sari wants you to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sari, she has her own needs too, but good friends work together and can get what they want for each other. Yeah, it is. It's very depressing. You just have the good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me just because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of the cycle I'm creating for myself. I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and then exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. Haha, you're totally fine. For the club member. It's for the club, remember? You're just trying to make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This is the kind of critical thinking of something that I'm really bad at. You know about people, so thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. Just for a moment, Yuri finds herself to meet Monica's gaze, which returning a shy smile of her own. Oh, special scene, guys. Special scene. Never mind, I was lied to. Yuri and Monica finished replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. As the club room was getting draws nearer, so did Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't know how now, I'll never will. Yuri stands towards the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though. Please don't worry about it. Although I suppose one downside of reading here is the club is at home. I don't get to drink all
Stop touching me.
Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now you mention it, I bet we can get permission to keep stuff in the club room.
Stop touching me. Ben, please. Stop touching me. I said stop touching.
You know, now that you mention
it, okay. Trying to touch
you can like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'm looking into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri and then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri smiles and fades once more. One of daydreaming about tea is enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies ahead before her. But it must be done. Tasking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realized how Suri has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. Yeah, hello. Yeah, there's not a lot of people playing this game, or at least recording it. I thought it would just be a fun little thing, because I haven't streamed in this game in over like 3 years. But I finished the main game, this is just side stories, and I have to get the other side stories on my main time. On my own time. And look, Sarah holds up a sheet of paper. It's a paper full of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid of getting disappointing, so I've been really trying hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take it. Yuri? Sari's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sari looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No. It's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like to... It's kind of really okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks her knees, her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This is how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with eternal accusations as she sets her eyes unable to face Sari or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape her before Monica sees her like this, and it's before Yuri tells Monica what she did. Sari. Just before Yuri can put any strength in her legs, she feels a warm pair of arrows trampling around her from her behind. It's okay. Sari whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sari's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that things you're feeling in your head is different from the things you're trying to say. I know it must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, tell me your feelings and we'll talk through them together, okay? Yuri snuffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts and speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just trying to get out pity. Yes. I'm so horrible with people. It makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sari doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then whenever I catch myself feeling over-obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't even behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finished her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sari, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things you need to, but I feel like it would just be frustrating for you and how much patience I require sometimes. Sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you might get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my rational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure I'm the same for you, right? Yeah. Rational fears. Well, you know. There's no way that you can frustrate me, because I already like you, the little person you are. Jesus, I keep yelling. I know you said that you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's like a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and we have different interests, like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. A bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart. And I want to rub that off on me. Haha. Yuri fights back a smile in that comment. Although the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sari's arms. Her hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay for listening rather than just worrying about the right thing. Sari, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make you happy, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding for your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. Heh, that's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop anytime. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it, and I won't be offended, of course. I'm not going to judge anything that's going on, though. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, you didn't. I mean, yeah, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. Ah, yes. If someone's crying on the floor, you just stand there and stare at them. That's how you don't hug them or try to comfort them. You just stand and stare. You gotta ask first. Can I hug you? Monika's back. I haven't seen you at all recently. Sari trots over to Monika. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sari. Sari wraps around Monika. Yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sari can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster, and he inherits the kingdom. It would spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them and smiles. I'm glad you're enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as a literature club. Yeah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think it would be inconsiderate of me not always return the favor to you and learn about things you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Is it over? It is. Okay. I think this is where we call it for today because, as you can tell, I don't have any of the other ones. And there's 6 in total. Oh, that's cute. Natsuki's a monster in trash baskets. Jesus.
What?
She has 15 while Sari has 4.
What?
In trash baskets, throwing little trash balls of paper into a trash can.
That's not even that hard.
I know, but Natsuki has 15 and Sari has 4. Sari kind of dog water at throwing. Okay. Okay, that's cute. Moving down. Okay, we got that one. That's it. Yeah. Good music. Okay. But this is where I stop the stream. Because I've got... No. Because I've done all I could do in the stream. I can't do anything else. But I'll see you guys in the next one.